very fine evening to everybody, or morning, depending on the parts of the world you're in. I just wanted to take a moment to fill you in on some news. First off, I apologize for the delay. I have been trying to fight with this thing forever. Hello, Mr. Steven. So, I did take a brief break. Well, I say brief. I took an extended leave recently because I've been, started a new job and all that, and was trying to get things under control. I have started doing the streams again, so I am very happy to have you all back again. And just after I get into the swing of things, I have to give you some bad news. I'm going to be out of town for 2 days, so I'm not going to be able to stream. That was it. That's the bad news. I was kind of messing with you. I need to just mix up my stream stuff every once in a while anyway. So, FT5 news, okay? Since this is kind of turning into my FT5 channel right now, the economy class is sort of blended into this whole FT5 thing because I've showed you my E3D knockoff hot end from China. I've showed you some other stuff. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. I've showed you some other stuff that I've got kicking around. Got a lot of plans coming up. I believe, if all goes well with the FT5, I'm going to print some parts for a quadcopter. So I think I'm going to do a frame for that. I'm actually thinking I may print the design for the quadcopter that's available on Thingiverse, and then I'm going to remix it. The reason is because I've got some ideas that I want to try. I do want to do an FPV drone. I don't have the cash right now to do that, but I think if I pick away at it slowly, I can do it with, minimal expense each time until I get to the headset and transmitter. So that's going to be stuff that I'm going to do coming up. I want to kind of involve you with this process because I think it's important that, we share, like what projects we're doing, 3D printing or otherwise. I mean, I never said I was strictly a 3D printing channel, right? So why not? I know I've tried doing some games and stuff before. My computer, it's old. It's not going to do it. I can't stream. The connection I have with the internet is just... So, as you can see, I've got the FT5 printing right now, but what is cool about what I'm printing right now is that it is PETG. It's not PLA, it's PETG. That's what this is right here. Boom! So if you don't mind the video or the video and audio delay, which I have tried. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, I've actually heard about that. I've been looking at a couple of different things. I did know what you meant, by the way, but that was really funny. Yeah, it's a good thing you're a mod, right? I know, I love it. It's like the only two people that watch my channel are mods. I love it. I'll just make everybody mods. Okay, anybody joining my channel right now, I'll make you a mod. Oh, God. Yeah, we do have some good times when we do the streams. I really enjoy it. I'm trying to think the... yeah, anyway, I did a 17-minute print. Same part. It was a little bit smaller than this. It was 38 millimeters. That printed well. This one is... I don't know. Hold on a sec, and I will tell you. It's bigger than 38 millimeters, I'll tell you that. Let's see. Alright, so we are going to look at this here real quick. I am going to try to keep the stream brief tonight because I got to get up early in the morning to go to Boy Scout camp. So that's going to be fun. Alright, so this one's 64.79 millimeters. As you can see, the one that's on there is a lot bigger. Like, much bigger. What I did is I took... on last night's stream, I designed this. It kind of looks like a brake rotor on like a, I don't know, Ford pickup. I can't remember. I think that's the 5-lug. I mean, there's a lot of 5-lug vehicles out there. It was not intentional. It just kind of turned into that. So, good times. I've turned down the speed on the FT5 because I had the first print that I did failed epically. Well, I mean, it didn't make spaghetti, but it basically just stopped extruding. So I may have overheated the stepper driver motor, or the stepper driver, sorry. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it stopped extruding. This print actually did not fail, even though it looks like it did. Well, not that you could tell the difference because I don't have the completed model in front of me. This actually comes out to 6 millimeters or so. I went to switch colors because I have 2 different colors of PETG, and I wanted to switch it to kind of do the flat area in one color and do the other part, you know, the rest. Coming up, I've got to decide whether I'm going to do the installation mod. The coolest thing ever, by the way, is Jenny printed this, and look at the stringing in that sucker. I mean, that's like the new lion's mane hair, if you ask me. I mean, this stuff acts like... I mean, look at it move, if you can tell. You see that? I mean, it moves like hair, so if anybody's gonna, like, experiment with the lion, I mean, this is like... It's like hair. Look at that. Anyway, so I've got some part upgrades for the A-Net, aka Tessa, that I want to do, and that's if I go with E3D clone on Tessa, and then I may have to order another one for the FT5 because I really do want to do one for that. So this also included a part cooler. So like I said, I'm on the fence right now as to whether I want or not I want to put this on Tessa, because I can't run Tessa right now because I do not have the space. I've got enough room on my workbench for 2 printers that are running at a time. So also, if you want to give me any inputs on content stuff, I do want to start experimenting with the drone stuff. I think that's really cool. I know that my local YMCA is looking at doing stuff, you know, robotics wise, and I think that would be really cool. It's admirable. I would love to help them any way I can. Trying to think what else before I get off here for the night. Please feel free to ask questions too before I get off here. I want to make sure that I address anything that you guys are looking for. Right now, I am just tickled sideways in yellow because that's the color. I don't have pink running right now. Sorry, Heather. Yeah, the yellow PETG is sickeningly bright. I mean, ridiculously bright, and I really like it. Actually, it's fun. Lately, I've been doing the models, like I said the other day. These are metals, which you can't really see. This one says Grand Archer. These are for the kids at the summer camp. They really enjoy these. When they do well with their targets, you know, like archery or BB gun, they get a medal, which is cool. I'm doing a couple of trophies as well on my printer. One of them I want to do on the FT5 because I got some gold PETG that I want to try running. I'm not too thrilled that I had to slow this down to 70% speed, but considering that it has not failed, I'm very happy with that. So we've got one part of this system dialed in. I'm thinking I want to try and find out if there is a way to get spacers for the guides and the I always forget the names of the parts on this printer. or in any printer for that matter. It's never really been, you know, the uprights. There's 3 on each side of the FT5. Yeah, those. I want to find out if there's a way to get them equally spaced this way on both sides using some kind of 3D printed hardware. Maybe a bracket or something that I can print, and then I can line it up. I would much rather have that screwed into the bottom of the build plate or in the top of the build plate. I don't really care as long as it keeps everything lined up nice, because it seems to me that this thing binds up an awful lot, and I think that it does that because there's just enough float in those capture, you know, the blocks that it bolts into, the stays, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. And I think that's causing some intermittent binding issues. It hasn't bound up in a couple days now, so I think it's doing better. I think it's getting much more lined up. I did notice that if you have a little tiny bit of filament stuck on the bottom when it cools off, that it tends to, like, it'll make a jam. So I mean, there's some issues that I'm still working through, but we will get that. A buddy of mine donated some fans, so I have 2 of them. They are in obviously used condition. However, these will work just fine for now. I think these are 60mm. So I will be hooking those up to the FT5 here shortly. Alright, so anyway, with all that being said, unless you guys got something else, I'm going to make this stream short. So, as always, I love you guys, and I'm very grateful for having you. I apologize for the audio. I wanted to use a better quality camera for the video. I was kind of hoping I could make adjustments to it before the stream, but unfortunately I was not able to track it down. So if anybody wants to send me a message on how I can get my video and audio synced up, I'm running the Lightdow HD camera. It's kind of like the GoPro knockoff, and it's a USB connection. My parabolic is actually running a standard audio jack input for the microphone. So if you've got any ideas on how I can adjust that in OBS, please do feel free to let me know. But other than that, I love you guys. Have a great weekend. And if I have a chance to stream this weekend, I will. If I have a chance to do some good video, I will. I know I haven't been doing pre-recorded lately because the live streams have just been more on par with what I've been doing. I mean, I've been doing, you know, setup and tweaking and playing with this. One thing I will tell you before I get off, though, is the Merlin software that I had. Yes, Marlin. That I have on the FT5. I had to go in and adjust the temperature from 250 as a max temperature to 260 in order for myself to get to that 250 range that Hatchbox PETG requires. So other than that, that's the only issue I've had so far. It prints nicely, it's just that it seems that there's other PETGs that print at a lower temperature closer to PLA. So I may look into that in the future. For now, it is printing really nice. I mean, I have it on medium quality. It's not high quality, so it's going to be a little rough. But anyway, keep innovating. We're going to do great things this year. I know. I'm going to try and actually do everything I said this time. I did do the violin, though. That was done. I just have to redo it. I'm going to be doing that in PETG at some point because I really like it. That's the Haviland. There's also a Ocello that I am going to be doing very soon. Again, I want to use PETG, or depending on the extruder on this printer, we will decide on how we want to go with it. We are trying to decide whether we're going to do the 3D printed R2-D2 or we're going to do something else. Again, this is a money thing. It costs a lot of money to run these printers. So I'm trying to get income in. I have some paid jobs I got to do first, and then I can really start playing with the printer. So, but anyway, like I said, keep innovating, keep creating, You can always message me on Facebook or Twitter or whatever you want to do. Leave comments in the, down below. I really do appreciate everybody that watches my channel. I know I'm not the most interesting of people, but I do sincerely like doing this, and I really am trying to come up with interesting, content. Small space, so I'm limited on to the projects. But anyway, I'm going to keep rambling on if I don't stop. So have a good night. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys next time.